In this video, we are going to explore the endocrine system, which is sometimes referred to as the hormonal system. This system plays a crucial role in maintaining communication between different parts of the body, especially in complex multicellular organisms, such as humans. We will discuss what the endocrine system is, how it functions, which major glands are involved, and how this system differs from the nervous system. In essence, the endocrine system is a vital organ system that facilitates long-range chemical communication within the body. It is composed of multiple glands that are distributed throughout the body, and each of these glands is responsible for producing and secreting specific hormones. Hormones are small but powerful chemical molecules that are released directly into the bloodstream. Once in the blood, these hormones circulate throughout the entire body and come into contact with a variety of tissues. However, only those tissues that have the correct receptors for a particular hormone will respond to it. These are referred to as target tissues, and when a hormone binds to the receptors on these tissues, it acts as a signal that initiates changes within the cells of the tissue, helping regulate numerous body processes. Now, let us look at the major glands that make up the endocrine system and understand what each one does. First is the pituitary gland, which is often called the master gland because it controls several other glands and releases multiple hormones. Some of these hormones act directly on body functions, while others tell other endocrine glands to release their own hormones. Although the pituitary gland is closely linked to the brain, it is technically not a part of the brain itself, but is attached to its base. Next is the thyroid gland, which produces a hormone called thyroxine. This hormone regulates the rate at which our body performs metabolism and also plays an important role in physical growth and development. You may recall that the pituitary gland can influence other glands. For example, when it detects that levels of thyroxine in the blood are too low, it releases a hormone called thyroid-stimulating hormone, written as TSH, which then stimulates the thyroid gland to produce more thyroxine. This mechanism of increasing or decreasing hormone production based on feedback is called negative feedback. It works by adjusting hormone levels to maintain balance. If thyroxine levels drop too low, the body stimulates more production, and if they rise too high, the production is reduced. Sitting above each kidney are the adrenal glands, which produce adrenaline. This hormone is typically released during the fight or flight response that occurs when we are frightened or suddenly startled. Adrenaline prepares the body to face a threat or escape from it by increasing heart rate and enhancing the flow of blood to muscles and vital organs, making us more alert and physically ready to act. Located just in front of the kidneys is the pancreas. The pancreas produces a hormone called insulin, which helps regulate the concentration of glucose in the blood. In simpler terms, insulin ensures that the amount of sugar in our bloodstream stays within healthy limits. Now, let us talk about the reproductive glands. In biological males, the testes are responsible for producing the hormone testosterone, which controls the changes that occur during puberty and also produces male sex cells called sperm, which are necessary for reproduction. The testes are not shown in the diagram in this video, but their role is important. On the other hand, in biological females, the ovaries are the reproductive glands, and they produce estrogen, which regulates puberty and the menstrual cycle. The ovaries also produce and store female sex cells called egg cells, which are essential for reproduction. Finally, we will discuss the differences between the endocrine system and the nervous system. The first major difference is the method of communication. The endocrine system uses hormones, which are chemical messengers released by glands into the bloodstream, while the nervous system uses electrical impulses that travel along specialized nerve cells. As a result, hormonal messages travel more slowly through the body compared to nerve signals. However, the effects of hormones last much longer, whereas the effects of nerve impulses are almost immediate, but very short-lived, usually lasting less than a second. Another key difference is how widely each system acts. Hormones released into the blood can affect many parts of the body and influence several different tissues at once, making the endocrine system more general in its action. In contrast, the nervous system is highly specific and targeted. Nerve impulses are sent to very particular areas, such as a single muscle that needs to contract to move your arm. Because of this, the nervous system is often described as precise, whereas the endocrine system is described as slower but longer acting and more widespread in its influence.